Hi friends, welcome to TechTunes. In this tutorial, we will see how to create the externalized properties for the Spring Boot application and create various profiles for various kind of environment and how to switch between various profiles whenever we need to switch to the switch based on the environments. Okay, this is because we will not have only one environment working. We will be on the development for while developing. We will be on UAT environment while testing it, and finally we will be pushing it to the production. Not all the environment will have the same configuration. Each environment will have different configurations. So instead of manually coding it, we can have the ready-made profiles and switch it based on the requirements. We will see how to do that. Okay. So to do that, we will create a basic Spring Boot application. Okay, let's go to Spring Initializer, Maven Java 2.2. I'll keep the package name as Profile Switch. And I'll add the basic dependencies, web. Okay, let me extract the project. File switch. Okay, we got the basic Spring Boot application here. Let us make sure that the dependencies are imported. Okay. Okay, I'm going to create the controller for the controller class. I'll name it as profile controller. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have the get method here. Okay, let me run this. Okay, in this console we can see that there is no active profile set and it is falling back to the default profile, which means there is no specific profile which is set, so it will take whatever the default setting is given. Let us run the application. Sorry, let us go to the browser and see what it shows. Okay, it is hello default profile. So we need to customize it based on external properties. Let us see how to create the externalized properties. To do that, there is a file called application.properties, and this file will serve as the default profile. So let us set the developer name here. So I'm just going to say hello to the default profile. Okay, we'll see this later. Dot developer. Okay. and I'm going to refer these properties here. And string. Okay, so whatever value I have given here will be referred in this string variable. I'm going to append this here. So let us see what it shows now. You can see that still it shows that it is falling back to the default profile, because this is the default properties file that it is going to refer now, because we are not giving any specific profile. And we will see the output now. Okay, it shows hello default developer because it is taken from the default properties. So what is our next step is we need to see if we can create a separate environment, and we can customize it more based on the environment. So I'll go here, I'll create a new file. So here what I'm supposed to do is application hyphen, here I need to give the specific environment name. It can be UAT or production or anything you like. I will just give it as UAT dot properties. So this will be these properties I will be using it for UAT environment, let's say. Okay, and I'm going to use the same property name here, but I'm going to give it as UAT developer. Okay, so this is created. So how am I going to tell the Spring Boot application that you need to use this UAT profile? To do that, there is a separate property for that. I need to specify that here. Spring dot profiles dot active equal to whatever name I have given here should be passed here, so that the Spring Boot will understand that it has to read the properties from here. So let us see what happens now. Okay, here you can see that the Spring Boot already switched to the UAT environment, and we will see the end result here. Okay, it says hello UAT developer. So the what Spring Boot does is, by default it comes to the default profile. Here it sees that the active profile we need to set is UAT, so it goes to the UAT and it reads the value for profile.developer, and the controller's value is set from the UAT profile. Similarly, we can set any number of properties here. Like if I want to have a properties for the production, I can have it here. Properties, okay, and I can have the similar property here. I can say production developer. Okay, what I have to do here is I have to set the profile name to production. Stop the application. Run it now. So we will see what so from where it reads the value and displays it. You can see that the following profiles are active. Production profile. So okay, it says hello production developer. So what we have done is we have externalized the properties for the application. We are not hard coding anything. The application reads from the externalized files, and we are also able to switch the profiles. But what is the final problem is we are still hard coding the values here, and that will be inside the jar. So how do we make sure that it is completely externalized and personalized based on the environment. So when you deploy, basically the deployment will be on the Linux platform, and there will be the deployment scripts. So I'll show you how to deploy it on the various environments. Targets. Okay, I need to build the jar here. Let me build a jar. This is called the fat jar, which will have all the dependencies, and it is completely individual and it can run on any platform without any dependencies. It will take some time to build it because it has to download all the dependencies. Okay, the jar is built. Let it complete. Build success. Okay, we can see the jar here. Let me run the jar. Okay, what it shows, the following profiles are active. It shows that the production profile is active. And when I go to the application, okay, it shows that hello production developer. So far so good, right? We are able to create various profiles and switch it profiles based on the parameters within the application. So how do I actually deploy to the various environment, and how do I switch it externally to the jar? So to do that, let us see how to pass the virtual machine parameter. Now I have set the active profile as production, so it is going to be always the production environment. Okay, it is saying that the active profile is production. So how do I switch to UAT? To do that, I need to pass the virtual machine parameter. Spring.profiles.active. It is the same parameter we passed within the application. Only difference is we are passing it to the virtual machine directly here. So let me switch it to UAT. And we will see what happens now. Okay, it says the following profiles are active, UAT, and we will see what happens now. Okay, it says hello UAT developer. So we have completely externalized the profiles, and finally we are able to switch it based on our requirements. Okay, thank you for watching.